Hi, good morning everyone. So today I'm going to present you my final project on sustainable modularity. So this is just to overview of on what I'm going to present later on. So starting from the topic, today I'll be talking about the unsustainable consumption and production. This thing is very bad as it doesn't only rely on the natural resources, but also is threatening the global food security. So food waste is known as one of the largest issues in unsustainable consumption and production, as it brings a lot of crisis to the world and causing negative impacts to the environment. So most of the food waste comes from the domestic waste, so which is produced by most of the households. And the major factor of this issue is mainly because of irrational behaviors by the consumers. So my strategy to solve the issue would be organic recycling, to help to reduce the food loss and waste for greater food security. So more people will get to know how to handle food waste in a more proper and sustainable way. Coming to the ideation part, my idea is to design a bokashi bin that is suitable for most of the household use. So it's specifically for people who have a smaller living space. And this bokashi bin is basically a composting system that helps to keep the compost away from the oxygen. And the most basic requirement of this bokashi bin is to have a container with a lid, a filter, and a tap. And this bokashi bin is the best choice for the smaller households as it is beneficial to them. So the bokashi bin is very simple and easy to use as it allows the composting without an unpleasant odors and insects. So and the waste can be stored indoors as well, and the composting can only occurs in only in a matter of weeks. And besides that, the bokashi system is great for the garden as well, as it enriches the soil to grow healthier food. And the bokashi tea produced from the compost can also be reused to water the plants. And the most importantly, the bokashi bin is highly sustainable when it can reduce the greenhouse emissions and directed the food waste away from the landfills. So here's the design sketch on my bokashi bin. I wanted to do something that can be stacked on one another as the bokashi system runs in vertical direction. After a few developments, the modular design of my bokashi bin will be stackable as it is easy and simple to use and clean. Besides, the compact size is ideal for storage for people who have limited living space, and the modular design is sustainable as it has a longer lifespan when the maintenance is low. Also, it is family friendly when it is suitable for people in any range. So besides there's a breakouts of the products. So first to mention is the lid, which helps to keep the whole composting process covered away from the oxygen. And second is the extensions. So this component help to extend the use of the bokashi bin. And right next is the filtration component, and it helps to filter and separate the bokashi tea from the compost. And the last is the system part. So this is where the bokashi tea is collected to and being stored. So this is the detailing and the materials. There's some addition of the different materials just to solve the minor problems of this bokashi bin. So just like the lid part, so the lid might slide off from the bin when being carried, so I added a rubber as a sealant just to increase the friction. This one is to help to stop the lid from falling off. And I tried my best on doing this product in the most sustainable way, like reusing materials. So like I reused the screw cap that I collected from the milk carton and the PP plastic straps that I collected from the food packages. So proceed to the development process. I did a lot of experimentations and trials, finding ways to solve problems while making this product. The biggest challenges that I encountered during this process is to get the consistency of the melted plastic and the difficulty on shaping the product as I expected it expected it to be. So like during this making process, I tried a lot of methods on how to melt the plastics, making different sizes, different kinds of molds using different materials just to get the volume, the shape that I want. And lastly, for the final outcome, my prototype is going to look like this. So this one is the digital one, and all the components should be stackable and fit one to each other. Well, this is my physical prototype, and I only managed to do the system part and the filtration part as I run out of plastic to do the rest of the components. So this is all I have for now. So yeah, that's all for my presentation. Thank you.